To first tracking heat deaths here in Maricopa County, Arizona lawmakers, including the governor, taking notice of an ABC15 investigation into how heat deaths are counted.
We've done a lot to expand coordination around preparedness and response around the state. We'll continue to look at how we can expand those efforts. And if there need to be changes made in how that data is reported, certainly we'll look at how to do that.
All right, investigators finding the county medical examiner's office may be overlooking heat in some death investigations.
ABC15's Nicole Gregg continues her reporting into what some are calling hidden heat deaths.
We plan year-round for heat in the city of Phoenix.
This is a March City Council meeting. Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego touting that there were fewer heat-related deaths in 2024 than prior years.
The number of people who lost their lives is still way too high, but the curve didn't happen by accident. It shows that providing a coordinated, thorough response to extreme heat can save lives.
The state's first chief heat officer also praised a drop in heat-related deaths at a May press conference.
The preliminary data also shows that 2024 is on track for the first summer in 6 years that Arizona has not experienced an exponential increase in the number of heat deaths.
But an ABC15 investigation into counting heat-related deaths found that the Maricopa County Medical Examiner's Office is ruling out heat in cases like this. A man found outside the Phoenix Coliseum. Officials think he was working last September when temperatures hit 111 degrees. A medical examiner wrote there were reports of a possible heat-related death. However, a body temperature was not recorded in available records, so it was not counted as a heat death.
It's concerning for so many reasons.
State Senator Annalise Ortiz is reacting to our reporting, where we found at least 50 cases that possibly should have been counted as heat deaths, but were not included on the official 2024 list.
We need to be studying this. As a policymaker, I cannot put forward policy to effectively mitigate these preventable deaths if I'm being lied to about the extent of the crisis.
Do you feel like you're being lied to?
After seeing your reporting, I feel like we have been lied to about just how bad it is when it comes to heat deaths.
In our review of over 150 death records, we also found this case, a man experiencing homelessness in June 2024. Temperatures hitting a record high that day at 113 degrees. But a medical examiner ruled out heat, writing environmental heat exposure was not entertained as a cause of death because he was acclimated to the heat.
Part of our investigation, we really found that it can be subjective. It's a medical examiner's opinion to determine if this was a heat-related death.
There should be a second look. When we're talking about extreme heat, we are talking about a public health crisis and something that's rapidly changing as our climate changes.
Dr. Jeffrey Howard has studied heat deaths out of Texas. He reviewed some of the cases we found.
What questions does that raise, though, if these are not considered heat deaths?
Yeah, I think, the main question is, well, why aren't they? It's certainly the question of why are these not considered heat related when all indications in these reports would suggest that they are heat related.
The Maricopa County Medical Examiner's Office declined to do an on-camera interview again. The County Board of Supervisor Thomas Galvin spoke to us Wednesday at a community meeting. He says he did not see our investigation, but says he's proud of the work done at the Medical Examiner's Office.
It is a very hard job. I know that the county put out a statement identifying and explaining how we deal with deaths. Heat deaths is a very serious issue for us.
Maricopa County responding in an email Friday saying they have no comment on our investigation, but in a prior statement they said they're confident in the drop in heat-related deaths, adding that the forensic pathologists use their best medical judgment, but admit their process does not account for every heat death.
Could this be politics at play?
No politician, especially a city leader, wants to have heat deaths spike on their watch.
Senator Ortiz says she's also concerned that there is not a standardized way to count heat deaths in Arizona. She says she's interested in legislation as well as seeing if there needs to be a review board or task force to review possible heat-related deaths to see how many cases are going uncounted. I'm investigator Nicole Grigg, ABC 15, Arizona.